Okay, folks, welcome back
Yeah.
to another deep dive. And today we're going to be looking at some leaked information about upcoming events in Pokemon Go.
Oh, yeah.
So we only have a short snippet of text to go off of. But even with these small glimpses,
Yeah,
we can get a pretty good idea of some major changes coming to the game.
for sure, for sure.
So let's jump right into it. Um, the two things that really jumped out at me in this little bit of text
Hmm.
were a Valentine's Day PvP Cup
Mm.
and level 60.
Oh, wow.
Level 60.
That's big.
Yeah, that's huge.
Mm-hmm.
But before we even get to level 60, let's talk about these PvP cups for those who haven't experienced them.
Right. Yeah, for those who haven't been in the trenches.
Yeah, exactly.
So PvP Cups are these special events that are kind of like side events alongside the main sort of PvP leagues. And they have all sorts of different weird rules so that they can change the CP limits of the Pokemon that you can use. They can change the types of Pokemon that are allowed. Sometimes they even introduce new mechanics or new rules into these cups just for fun. And it's always really fun to see what kind of strategies people are going to come up with to take advantage of these sort of side rules.
Right, so it's not just the typical meta that you see in the...
Exactly. Yeah, it's
Uh,
not just the Great League meta or the Ultra League meta or whatever. It's a completely separate meta, and it gives people a chance to use Pokemon that they might not usually use.
yeah, and this is a Valentine's Day cup.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm already picturing like 6 Love Disc just sweeping the competition.
Uh-huh.
I mean,
Yeah, we could see some very pink Pokemon in there. I mean, it
exactly.
could be anything. I mean, it's Valentine's Day, so we could see Pokemon that are known for pairing up like Nidoqueen and Nidoking or maybe even Alamala, who knows. It's going to be interesting to see what they do with it for sure.
Yeah, it really is. And some of those Pokemon are usually overlooked. So
Absolutely.
it's always fun to see those get their time to shine. But moving on to the really big news here, this level 60.
Yeah, the big daddy.
Yeah, like what kind of impact do you think this is going to have on the game?
Well, I mean, it's a massive jump, right? I mean, we've been sitting at level 40 for
Yeah,
years now.
feels like forever.
So going up to level 60, this is going to change everything. I mean, first of all, just think about the grind.
Oh, yeah.
Like, how much experience are we going to need to get to level 60? Are we need to, like,
Yeah.
walk millions and millions of kilometers? I mean,
Well,
it's just a wild thought. And then, on top of that, all those Pokemon that you've been powering up to level 40, to max them out,
yeah.
you're going to need so much more Stardust to get them up to level 50, level 60. Like,
Yeah.
it's going to change the whole game economy.
Right. And do you think maybe Niantic will introduce like new ways to earn Stardust or experience to...
Absolutely. They're going to have to. They're going to have to do something to address this.
Right.
I mean, maybe they'll introduce new challenges or activities that are designed for higher level players to help them earn that extra Stardust and experience. Because otherwise, it's going to be really tough for people to catch up.
Yeah, especially for newer players coming into the game
Exactly.
who are already so far behind. So this is really going to shake things up, and I mean it's exciting to think about.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what they do. It's
Yeah.
a big change.
Yeah,
It's
a quick recap. We've got this Valentine's Day PvP Cup with some
some lovey-dovey Pokemon.
yeah, some lovey-dovey Pokemon, and who knows what kind of meta that's going to create.
Right.
And then we have this monumental shift with the introduction of level 60,
The big six. Oh.
which could have, I mean, massive effects on the game's economy, the way people play.
The whole ecosystem.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. The whole ecosystem.
Hmm.
It's really going to be interesting to see how this plays out.
Absolutely. I think it's going to be really interesting to see how this affects, the long-term health of the game. Will this bring back some veteran players who
Mhm.
maybe have been feeling a little burnt out? Will it attract new players or will it scare them away? It's a big question mark, but it's an exciting one.
It is a big question mark,
Mhm.
and honestly, one that we're not going to be able to answer for quite a while. But it's definitely something to keep in mind as we move forward with Pokemon Go.
For sure.
And something for you guys to think about too, like what impact do you think this is going to have? How is this going to change the way you play?
Yeah, how are you going to prepare for this? Are you
I'm
going to
prep-
start stocking up on Stardust now?
Are you going to try to get all your Pokemon to best buddies so that you can get those extra XL candies?
Right.
Like there's so much to think about,
Yeah.
and so much that's going to change.
Yeah, we're on the precipice of a whole new Pokemon Go.
We are,
Yeah.
and we're excited to see where it goes.
Absolutely.
So thanks for joining us for another deep dive, and we will see you guys next time.
See ya.